Good morning, world. 9:33 a.m. July 16th, 2019. I've been wanting to understand my father, him coming from America, landed in the country of opportunities, 1991. 90. I think that was LA first. I know it was LA first, and then 91, about 8, 9 months later, Sacramento. And the man was ambitious. Went from not understanding or speaking English to fluent, no accent, within a couple of years, dropping out of college, picking up a dictionary, watching TV. Then in 96, 5, 6 years later, opens up an insurance business after learning how to communicate, selling Kirby's door to door, to then being recruited with Cost You Less, a local insurance agency back then that now is sold out to another business company. It was like 700. They have like 700 plus locations, I believe, or either 100 something locations, offices. They sold for like $100 million. The man that started it all died. His kids sold it all off. Not mad. We all have different priorities. Long story short, went from working at Cost You Less to having his own insurance office in 1996. 1998, 2, 3 years later, 99, he has a Sacramento office, a Stockton office, and 2 Modesto offices, 4 locations. Within that time frame, he had Russian contractors that couldn't pass the contractor's license, that needed help with the contracts that are being sold, this and that. So he goes off and starts in a construction company. And this is commercial, specifically for EFIS. It was like a C35. There's general contractor that handles all the C's, and then there's the specific C35. If you're a landscaper, you got like a C something. Long story short, 2001, 2, he gets hit with this $100,000 bill where he didn't read the fine print. They misprinted his business insurance office, number with some other local insurance office number, right? So this yellow page ad that's $10,000 a month that he was gonna just quadruple his company misprints his advertisement, and that's when he got really, really down on himself. He had collectors calling, they're looking for money, this and that. He tried to pay them off with all this interest. You kidding me? He paid like 60, 70, $80,000 off eventually. And they're like, oh, well, hey, yeah, it started at 100, but with all this time in a couple of years now, you still owe 80, 90,000. I'm like, dude, I just paid 80, 90,000. How do I owe another 80, 90? So, long story short, the man was traumatized through this economy, through these systems, through this world. And let's not include relationships. I don't want to get too deep into that because it is personal, and I should be the one showing my colors through all this. But that's just human race. We can't get mad at each other. It's just really competitive. People are greedy. People are jealous, naive, envied. Different ways of explaining it all. And me trying to understand why his purpose, with so much going for him, really threw in the towel. The biggest one would be family. And I think that's what was going to reel him back in, was the sons growing up. Before his death, before he was able to not even get up or walk around, it was pretty bad towards the end. I don't know how it went that south. It was pretty bad. Um, oh my God. I just can't wait to clean the slate. You hear me? Clean it all. Because I know things. I know so much. Ah! Oh, but anyways, no rats here, baby. So for my father, and the story that's never been told or understood, which I will, if God gives me life, make movies, series based around concepts of, it could be a section of his life where, me and him and my two younger brothers would go play pool while he's trying to find a reason to live life. Or whether it's the hunting trips that we had back when I was 9, 10 years old, or even at 4 years old, getting my first BB gun. Whether it's the business aspects that he had coming from a world, from a communistic country that didn't allow that, to where now we have this beautiful economy that is governing so much through not even humans' hands anymore. So we have a lot to think, we have a lot to be cautious about. And the main purpose for this video is, why am I so sad? I used my dead dad's business company, which was supposed to get sold for lousy $30,000 back when I enrolled into freshman high school year. And the person that was behind the sale didn't make it happen because, first off, 30,000, what was that to that person when they were making 15, 20,000 a month? So besides the employees that were running the inside, all family oriented and all old school from the very beginning, milking that cow, to where I came in and senior year, instead of playing college basketball, fell in love with a high school sweetheart, really had my passions, priorities straightened out. I don't want to say changed, because that basketball dream would have only crushed me a long time ago. That heart, that passion, that what on earth are we here for? What is your purpose? It's not me dribbling a basketball. That's not it. As much as I've put my heart and soul into that, whatever you want to call it, it's not just a sport. Um, we all have passions. We all do. Whether it's a beer can, whether it's a child or a daycare business obsession, whether it's plants, farming, ranching, knowing that that won't hurt you unless you give up on it. I have to wake up every morning and feed my duckies and chickens. I have to make sure my plants get enough water and food supplied to them. Because if they don't, I gave up on them. They didn't do nothing wrong. That's the best part about agriculture. I don't know how you say it. Don't want to get too long in this video, but my whole thing about this is, why am I so down and depressed? I've been living in this house for 7, 8 years, solid, growing marijuana. I've owned this house for like 10, 11. Let's not get into detail. 10 years now going. But I had no parquet. I had no floors. The paint was, molded up. I had 2x4s guarding every single window, because it was a very, what do you call it? Very aggressive, very dangerous, very dangerous commodity resource business that I really tried to be in and build with this marijuana farming. And it's been so much fun just learning how it all works. Besides the relationships, besides all the drama going on, just the fact that the struggle itself made me stronger, made me want to succeed even more. The harder you fall, the better you get up. I feel like the longer you stay down, the more you'll be up, and appreciate it. With that said, I love human race. We all have different teachings, knowledges, wisdoms. I realized that my mind, oh, I gotta take this call. I gotta take this call. My mind is up to me, and this is the doctor calling. Hold